Cool. Yeah. Yeah.
The last preseason game you didn't play, but that was just kind of a minor thing. You practiced for it today.
Yeah, just get right for the season. So that's really all it was.
What's it been like with Mike integrating, obviously, new offense and new defense? Does it just naturally take a little bit more time preseason for everybody to feel comfortable with that?
Yeah, I mean it's gonna take time. So, new system, just all of us trying to be the best we can in the system.
With that new system, what do you feel like you guys have done best so far?
Just buy in, just doing our best to make the system work for us, and that's really all we focus on every day.
A lot of dribble handoffs, or not just you, like everybody. When you're in a dribble handoff, like where are your reads? Where are your eyes to make sure you know that you guys stepping up with the handoff, with the fade, that kind of stuff?
I just go to score the ball. If I get the ball, I'm just being aggressive in my playmaking.
You guys are considered, I guess, co-favorite to make the finals.
I'm not thinking about that.
Do you hear that talk?
I'm not thinking about that. All that is looking at a crystal ball, hoping that things work out the way the crystal ball says. We got to get there. We got to take care of our job to even, think about that. So stay in the present. Don't worry about all the chatter, all the noise outside. Just worry about what's in the locker room, what we know we got to accomplish, what we got to do, get better every day, and put ourselves in the best spot every single day to win and then, hopefully make those odds right.
That said, the first game is against the team that's kind of the other co-favorite. Is it a fun, have the first game against the team?
I mean, it's a good test. It's a good test, early test, it makes us better. I think both teams would agree and say the same, that, when you get to go against the best of the best, you get to see where you stand and also things we got to work on when we're playing teams that you said are highly looked upon this year. So we just go out there, play our best, let the chips fall where they fall.
Are you looking forward to that? See where you guys kind of stand early?
I mean, it's always good when you get to go out there, work on your game, and go against the best. It's going to be it's going to be good for us to go out there and get better.
Year 11 for you out the league. You kind of let that sink in. A lot of guys don't make it that far, whether they're top pick or not. Just the important, not even the importance, but just getting to this point, what that means to you and your family, I imagine.
I'm blessed, like you said, a lot of people don't get to this point in their career, and for me to get to this point in my career and still feel like I still got my best basketball in front of me speaks to my team and the support system I have, from body people to my trainers and everyone doing their part to make my prime in longevity, make the most of it as possible.
How do you feel coming into your 11th season when you compare it to your 5th or 6th physically?
Honestly, the same. Feel pretty good. I feel like I'm actually better. So.
How do you think you're better?
Just stronger, just more experience, and also my body has done a great job of staying young. So that's a testament to, like I said, my team and my trainers.
Couple more guys. Do you appreciate the fact that fans are really excited for this season, and do you follow their lead on this one?
I mean, the fans make it special. There's no better fans in the world, when they bring that energy every single night for us at MSG and on the road. So, it's great that we have excitement for our fans. It's great that they have, a sense of optimism this year for what we could be and who we could finish to be this year. But at the end of the day, it's all about us going out there and doing our part and keeping the excitement going. So, yeah, it's great. It's great that the fans see the potential of what we could be by the end of the year, but it's our job to actually reach that potential or exceed it.
What do you see as the potential for you in this new offense? I think this offense unlocks different areas of your game that maybe weren't on display last year, or how do you see yourself in this new offense kind of being able to showcase your game?
Honestly, I don't know. But we figuring it out. I said, but honestly, I just don't know.
Do you think the speed or anything lends itself to you being able to maybe do different things that you weren't doing?
It's just different. It's different. So we still figuring it out.
Jalen, what's the excitement like for you as we start the new season?
I'm very excited. Yeah, it's the first step to hopefully a long way to go.
What are your specific goals, or maybe you don't share those, but are you thinking about this team doing some great things this year?
Yeah, I want us to take one day at a time, not jump forward, not speculate, not wish, just continue to grind and just get better every single day and just control what we can control.
Jared, you like the fact that the first game is against the quote-unquote co-favorites, like you guys, like the first kind of a big test right away?
Yeah, it's an opportunity for us to see where we are, regardless of who it is.
Jalen, when you say see who we are, also is it like see how the offense is running, like in a non-preseason game, and other questions you have that answer? I mean, you have a new coach and everything's sort of new.
Yeah, obviously everything's new and we're learning and we're getting better every single day. For like I said, to see where we are, obviously it's not preseason, it's the regular season now, and it's full go now, and yeah, just we're gonna go into that game. Obviously, we're playing to win, and we're gonna learn regardless and continue to go from there.
Something that was pretty clear during preseason is you guys just in the half court starting your first action, putting emphasis on starting that first action really early. Is that something you have to kind of remind yourself of? Because I know that was something you guys like were in and out of the points last year. Like, is that something you have to remind yourself of as the point guard? Like, what's the actual thought process of making sure that gets done at a very consistent level?
Yeah, just getting the ball out fast and trying to get up the court. More times than not, there's people guarding full court, and so that disrupts the timing of it. But I mean, we're trying to get the ball up there fast, and regardless of who brings it up or how it gets brought up, we're just trying to get our actions early.
Jim, the expectations for a Knicks team haven't been this high in decades, right? Is that kind of cool, or is it kind of like, I don't know, what is that like?
Doesn't matter to me, so I don't know what it's like.
You haven't heard the talk of being co-favorites to make fun?
I mean, you hear and see everything in this era of social media and TV and podcasts and everything. So you hear everything. It's up to the person who's consuming that knowledge either to want to believe it or just disregard it.
Well, how do you look at it?
I just disregard it.
Why?
It doesn't mean shit.
Why do you say it doesn't mean it?
Because it doesn't mean anything. It's not for me to worry about. My worry is practice, my worry is film, my worry is getting better every single day. I don't have time to think about what people say or think about us.
Mike said that Cat had, and Gershon to a certain extent, had the biggest learning curves in terms of.
Say that. Sorry.
Mike said that Cat and Gershon had some of the biggest learning curves in terms of the offense because they have to play like 4 or 5. So
Yeah.
you guys, how are you seeing Cat particularly kind of deal with learning of the offense and figure out where he's going to get his shots and things like that?
Yeah, it's all in the flow of the offense, and it's for them to go back and forth between the 4 and the 5 can be a little mind-boggling sometimes, especially when it's possession after possession. Maybe in a game where you're running the 5 for 3 or 4 minutes, you're in a rhythm. Or you're on the 4 for a certain stretch of time, you can get in a rhythm. But we're going to continue to get better at it, and it's not just on them; it's on us to put those guys in the right positions.
Using your vision, like when you run around like a curl on a pin down or something like that, and you immediately curl and your momentum's going down towards the rim, is that a different sort of perspective from your vision from the dribble handoffs that you guys are running now, or is it the same sort of skill in terms of your reads and that kind of stuff?
It's on the read. You just kind of have to feel where the defender is, and if you feel like you have an angle to the rim or momentum to the rim, and obviously nobody's in your pathway, you can go. But it's all about reading it and just creating what you want to do. Sometimes, even if it's open, my mind is to go uphill, and maybe we need a three. Maybe I've made a couple from three, but it's all about reading the possession and just being smart with it and just obviously feeling the game.
I have a very specific fundamental question. You guys ran that play a bunch in the preseason where I don't know what it's called, but like you initiate, you end up pitching back. Usually it's like Deuce, you end up pitching back to Deuce. Deuce's first option is drive, where he can go back to you, and the big comes up and sets the screen for you. You normally pitch back to Deuce on that scenario. Why is that like a pitch back on the run and not like, hey, I'm gonna stand still, set a screen, dribble, handoff? Like, why is it sometimes a dribble handoff and then sometimes it's just a pitch that doesn't necessarily need Deuce's guy?
Without giving out a lot of answers to our offense,
Please give out the answers.
it's just a review right now, and for us, we're setting like the foundation of the basics of our offense. And once we get that, once we get close to mastering it, we'll move on to the next piece. But there's a lot of things that we can do out of that.
Jalen, new coach, new system, but very much the same nucleus. As you head into the season, what does that mean about the fabric of this ball club that you guys are back together?
Yeah, it's a lot of things are the same, but things are different. Yes, we have the same core. We added some pieces. The voice is different. Everything is different now from the coaching aspect of it. But the mentality and the approach has to stay the same. It's wanting to win games, it's wanting to get better, it's wanting to learn, and it's doing whatever it takes. And yes, those other things are different, but that has to be the same.
All right, James.
People have asked you a lot about just your kind of ascension and where you've gotten to in the NBA, but I was curious, since you've gotten in the NBA and realized not many careers last 8 years, I think this is your 8th season if I'm not mistaken, is there a greater, I mean, do you reflect on just how long you've been in the NBA, like once you see guys come and go and how maybe that's something you don't think about when you were a kid and dreaming of those opportunities?
It is crazy that I'm in year 8, just thinking about it. I feel like I'm getting better every single day, and then every time I think about it, my dad retired at year 9, and I'm just like, it's an honor, it's a blessing, and I just got to continue to have that mentality of wanting to get better every single day, not get complacent about anything. So, but also at the end of the day, you never know when it could be over, so don't take it for granted.